idea pins. So idea pins are like Pinterest's version of an Instagram story or a Facebook story, or really just TikTok. Kind of. Pinterest idea pins are more used for inspiration and ideas over like Instagram and TikTok, where they just have like funny reels. But you can repurpose your Instagram reels for idea pins, and I'm going to show you how to do that too. It's really easy and it's free, and it takes like 2 seconds. And I do that for a lot of my clients, and their Instagram reels always do very well as Pinterest idea pins. And it's kind of like a 2 birds, 1 stone thing. Less work, you get more bang for your buck there. So they're a way for you to showcase products, videos, blog posts, etc. I do a lot of my idea pins, and I'll show you. I like copy and paste my blog posts. I have some video idea pins, like instructional video idea pins that I have, where it's a video, but the sky's the limit. You can do it any way you want. I'll show you guys different idea pins that I've created for different clients, so you can see like different types of idea pins that you can do. A lot of things have evolved with idea pins over the last couple of months, so that's why I'm updating this. I'm sure I'm going to have to update it again in another month because they seem to keep changing things. I want to note that not everybody is going to have every single feature when it comes to idea pins based on where you're located in the world. So if you don't have something or you don't see something on your app or your desktop, and you live in a different country other than the United States, that's probably why. That doesn't mean you're not going to eventually have access to that, but they roll things out differently for every single country. Idea pin linking is here for most accounts. It's a little bit wonky the way that you have to do it, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Hopefully I can come back on here later and it'll be more streamlined and much easier to do. Currently it's not. I mean, it's not hard, but it's just a couple extra steps that is frustrating. But I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to create them on the desktop and on your phone. Now, there are a lot more features when doing it on your phone in terms of like music that you can use and like moving elements and stuff like that. If you're not a fan of using your phone or the Pinterest app, you can do everything in Canva, add music, moving elements, do it that way. And I'm going to show you how both work. So I'm going to start with the desktop, and then I'm going to show you actually on my phone, the Pinterest app, how to do idea pins that way as well. 6 things to keep in mind. There are 6 different types of idea pins. Now, they're not going to pull up really any differently unless you're doing like a recipe idea pin, then there's a place to add ingredients. There are some instructional idea pins where you can add, like supplies and stuff that you need. So there's instructional, quick tip idea pins, comparison, so you can showcase different products, storyteller, telling a story, or, like I do, where I take blog posts and I upload them, that way so people can scroll through them and read. There's conversation idea pins where, like Instagram, you can have a question box on there. I'll show you that on the app. Showcase, showing a process, DIY, etc. Keep in mind, they're a great way to grow, but they're not picking up as fast as they used to, and that is normal. When Pinterest rolls out a new feature, like when video pins came out, video pins would get 2,000 views overnight, then they stopped. Idea pins came out, 2,000 views overnight, then it slowed down. They're still the most popular right now in terms of getting a pin with a bigger reach, but they can still take a couple of weeks to gain good traction, and that is normal, so don't panic when you're not seeing 1 million impressions overnight. Some of the things you want to consider including in all of your idea pins is a cover image, add a moving element if you can. Video idea pins do perform a little bit better. You always want to try to have music or sound. Those pins perform better or well. Again, you can use free royalty-free music in Canva. You can add to your video pins on there too. Repurpose Instagram Reels or TikTok videos if you want to remove the watermark. I do know how to repurpose Instagram. I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't quite know how to use TikTok, but I'm sure you could figure that out too if you just Google it. But always, always, always have a call to action at the end. And this is something I talk about in the group when people are having, troubles with their idea pins and conversion and saves. You got to tell people to save it. I know it seems like a small, simple step that you think, just because I tell somebody to save a pin doesn't mean they're going to save it. But you would be surprised at how much having a call to action at the end of your pin gets that person to do that call to action. So this is one of my food bloggers. I always say, be sure to save this recipe for later. At the end of her, idea pins. For more tasty and healthy recipes, head over to the link in my Pinterest bio. So call to actions are important, whether that's telling somebody to save it, to go somewhere else to visit. Now that you can add links, you can say, be sure to visit the link. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Again, this is your idea pin sizing. I use the Instagram story template size in Canva. It works great. So if you're ready, I'm going to show you how to create an idea pin on your desktop. One thing I want to show you really quick before I show you how to upload and optimize an idea pin on your desktop is, if you do not want to use the mobile app because you just don't like doing that, that's totally fine. If you have Canva Pro, you will have access to audio that you can add to like the cover page of your idea pin. I would actually recommend adding it to the cover page. That way you have some music there. I would clip the music though, so it's not any longer than maybe like 30, I actually make maybe like a 15-second clip of music for your first slide. But that way you can have music there, and then if you have elements, you can do like moving elements, like adding sparkles like this will make it a video. Even if you just have it like down in the corner, or you have a moving arrow, something like this. There's a lot of moving options you can add, but you can do audio and moving elements in Canva. If you don't want to upload your pins via the app and add it that way. So again, I'm going to show you both ways how to do that, but I just wanted to show you that quick little snippet before I show you how to do it on the desktop. All right, let me show you how to create an idea pin on your desktop, and I'm going to show you how to add links. So what I did is I created all my idea pin slides in Canva. I'm going to go to create. I'm going to click on create idea pin. And this is an old one. I don't know why that's there. Okay. I'm going to click create new, and then I'm going to select all my images. When I create slides, I number them 1 through whatever, just so it's easier for me to upload them. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and you can hit select and you can click all of them at once, or you can add one at a time. I just like to do it this way. I just hit shift and I select all of them, and then they're all going to upload. Okay. So your drafts will always appear over on the left-hand side here. So if you create your idea pin now and upload everything and you don't want to publish it just yet, all you'll have to do is make sure once you're done it says this, and then you can just close out of it and it'll always appear here. So when you go to hit create and do idea pin, this will automatically pop up, okay? So just keep that in mind. So I have all my different slides here. I'm going to add my title here like this, which is going to be 3 reasons Pinterest isn't working for you and how to fix it. I know I'm going to do Pinterest marketing tips for my keywords. So normally, if I didn't know my keyword off the top of my head, I would go here to my guided search, just like I showed you in the pin optimization video, and search up my keywords this way to optimize my idea pin title, okay? But I'm just going to do Pinterest marketing tips, for 2023. Oh my gosh. Okay. Description. Now, this is one of the newer features, is the description slot. So I'm going to type up a brief description. Again, all the keyword stuff is going to come into play just like it did with your static and video pins, like I showed you in the previous videos. We're going to do it the same way for idea pins. So I'm going to let me type up let's see. Are you struggling to get traffic to your website? From Pinterest. Here are 3 reasons your Pinterest marketing strategy isn't working for you and how you can fix it. Now, I know Pinterest marketing strategy is another strong keyword that I use often, so I just added that in there. But again, I suggest going back and forth between the guided search here to look up your keywords for your description. Then I'm going to do, again, here are a few of my top Pinterest marketing tips for 2023. Okay. So now, if this was a pin that had ingredients, you could click on ingredients and you can do hours, minutes, serving size, and paste your ingredients here. If you have supplies, like let's say you're doing a DIY video pin or idea pin, you can do a difficulty rating and then supplies that you need down here. If you just want to add notes, that are different from your description, you can add those down here. Now that you can add a description and a link, which will pull extra information, I don't think this is necessarily necessary. Can you say that? I don't think it's necessary to have notes, but you can add them. I'm just going to click none. Now my board, obviously it's going to go to my most relevant board. Once that comes up, marketing. Oh my gosh. Pinterest marketing tips and ideas. I'm going to select that. Now tag topics. I don't have a lot of topics I can tag because like I said, there's not really keywords for Pinterest on here. So I'm not going to do this, but anybody else, most niches, you can type in like food. All these different things will come up. Tags, different tags you can have. So you can add up to 10 tags per idea pin. I always suggest doing that if there are tags there that fit in with your pin. It does help with optimization and reach, but it doesn't apply to me. If you want to publish it at a later date, you can schedule it. Now, this has been glitchy, so I don't use it, but people have been using it lately with no issues. So you can schedule it just like you do with the free Pinterest scheduler. You can do it that way. More options just has your advanced settings allowing people to comment, shopping recommendations. I don't really need that because I don't have shopping recommendations on my profile, so that doesn't apply to me. But I always suggest having the toggle on for allowing people to comment because the more people that comment and engage with your pin, the higher the reach is. So this is how it will be if I hit preview. I can scroll through and see what it's going to look like. Mobile device preview. So it's really easy that way. Now, I'm actually not going to upload this pin on my desktop. I'm going to do it on the mobile app to show you how to do it that way. But normally, once you do all of these steps, you're going to hit publish or you're going to schedule it if you have this option. Not everybody has the schedule option yet for idea pins. If you need to edit anything like your imaging or slides, you can click on this here and it's going to pull up all your slides just like this. So you can add more or you can rearrange them by clicking and dragging. You can add text. This is just exactly what the back is going to look like, so I don't really, adjust anything like that. Duplicate pages, delete pages, add pages, so on and so forth. Once you're done doing all that, you can just hit done. If you don't need to edit anything, like I know all my slides uploaded, I just leave it here like this, enter in all my info, and then I'm going to hit publish. I want to note that your drafts that you create on your desktop will not show up in your drafts on your mobile app and vice versa. Drafts that you create on your mobile app will not show up as drafts on your desktop. Hopefully that changes someday. As of right now, they won't correlate between the two. So now I'm going to show you how to use the mobile app. Oh, wait, before I do that, I'm going to show you how to add a link. So it's a little tricky. I mean, it's not tricky, but it's not ideal. So what happens is, so here's an idea pin that I just recently did, which is a video one here. This is actually how to repurpose your Instagram Reels for Pinterest idea pins, which is, this video is also in this course, so you can watch it there as well. It's a quick 1-minute video, but this is what I had for my idea pin. Now you can see that I have a link right here for my course. How I added that link was this. So what you have to do, whether it's on your desktop or your mobile app, is you're going to publish your idea pin. So you either publish it on desktop, publish it on your mobile app. Then you're going to come back in And I've only done this on my desktop so far. I haven't tried it in the app, but we'll learn together in a minute if you can do this on the app as well. But upload your idea pin on your desktop just the way that I showed you, or you're going to do it on your mobile app, which I'll show you in a minute. Then you come back in like this. Then you go to whatever pin you want and add a link to, and you're going to click the edit button. And it's going to come up, it'll have a link option here. You can paste your link and click save. Okay? As you can see, when I was creating that idea pin that I was showing you how to do, it does not give me that link option to just instantly upload a link, which is a little bit frustrating. I'm going to guess it's going to change. Actually, I know it is going to change, and I'll show you on the mobile app. One of my clients has early access to direct linking for idea pins right off the bat. So I know they're going to be bringing it back for everybody. Again, some of you still might not have access to that link feature. So you'll know by simply going to your idea pin that you just published or any of your idea pins that you have, clicking on that edit button and then seeing if there is a link option for it. So you'll add the link and then you'll click save. That's how you do it. If they change it, I will come back in and update this video, but now we're going to learn how to create idea pins on the mobile app. All right, I'm going to start with this. Now, this is just a screenshot from one of my clients' accounts. She's the only person that has access to this so far, where I went to upload an idea pin and I could add a link right off the bat. Now, I don't have access to this. None of my other clients do. As you can see, it says early access here. So eventually I'm assuming they're all going to be this way, and you're not going to have to add links the way that I just showed you how to do it, where you publish it either on your desktop or your mobile app. Then you have to go back on your desktop. You cannot do it on your mobile app and hit edit and add a link. If you hit edit on the mobile app, it's not going to give you the option to add a link. You got to go to your desktop. So again, it's a little wonky. They're going to get all these glitches worked out. You got to just take that one extra step of you upload your idea pin, then you go to your desktop and add the link. So it's still there, just a few extra steps. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do an idea pin on the app. Okay, so I'm going to open my Pinterest app just like this. I'm going to click on the plus sign down here. I'm going to click on idea pin. Now, all my photos are going to come up. You'll see my kids and my dogs, or my dog. But I just airdrop these photos or email these photos to myself. You can airdrop them if you have Mac devices. And then I just click on them the way I want them to upload in order, which is why I titled them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because they upload like this. But once you're in, you can rearrange them if you need to. So I'm going to click next. And it's going to come up like this. So what I'm going to do is work on my first slide here. So I just click on the slide like this. Now, you can add music. I'm just going to do it at the very end though, because otherwise the music is going to play over this video and it's going to be hard. But to add music, you click on the music icon and it'll give you tons of different options. These are ones that I just played. Obviously that's going to be loud, so I'm not going to do that. But you can add music that way. So you can go to like top picks. It'll give you tons of different options for music, as different genres. You can search by title or genre there and then add a song. Now, one thing I want to note is that it's going to play that song on every single slide. If you don't want it to, what you'll do is you'll have it on your first slide, you'll click on your second slide, and it will when you click music, it will give you an option that will say no music, and you can click that. I can't show you exactly how to do it because it's going to play the music so loud while I'm trying to record this video, so it won't work very well. Now, what I want to do is I want to add a moving element to this to give it a video aspect, since this obviously isn't a video. I'm going to click on stickers down here, and I'm going to add an arrow in. Okay, now one thing I want to show you, we're going to just actually delete this for just a second. When you click on stickers, it's going to give you options. So there's the ask a question box. Product, you can link to other products on Pinterest. You cannot add just any URL there. It's not going to work. So you can link to other products on the Pinterest platform. You can feature boards, photos. You can mention another Pinterest user. There's stickers, explore by category, blah, blah, blah. You can type in a sticker. So I typed an arrow, and this is what came up. Once I click on that arrow, you're going to see I have tons of different options in terms of color. I'm going to click on, let's see, I'm going to make this black. Then I'm going to click done. Now I'm going to use my 2 fingers to drag and move it like this. And I'm going to have it point at what I want it to point at. Now I'm going to click on it one more time, and I'm going to click on Edit Duration. And I don't want it to come up right away. I just want it to come up like for a second in the middle of it, just like this. So you'll see it'll play. Boop, there's my arrow. Boop, it goes away. Then I'm going to click Done. If I want to add text, I can click on the button down here. I can type in my text. I can make it bigger or smaller. I can change the font just like that. Obviously, I don't need to add text, so I'm going to trash that so it doesn't just say shush in the middle of my idea pin. Okay, edit text. We're going to delete it. Okay. So you can, where it says audio down here, you can click on that and you can record your voice if you want to add your voice to it. Size, I always keep it at the 9:16 ratio because that's just how they perform, at least I found better. Just this normal size like this. You can draw on it. You can add filters, very much like other platforms in terms of stories. Then I'm going to click next like this. Okay, one thing I want to mention. To edit another page, you're going to click, see where it says 10 pages at the top. You can click there. You can scroll through and edit each individual page by itself. Okay, so you can click on that page and do it that way. Okay. If you want to add a page, there's a button, plus button down there. You can do preview, reorder. You can click on that if you want to move your slides around, delete, so on and so forth. Once I got all that up, now I'm going to click next. Here is where I get to add my title and my description. So I'm going to go to my email here, and I just sent it to myself to make it easier, so I can just copy it and paste it. So it's easier for this video, and then I'm going to go to the description. Now, hashtags don't work on idea pins yet. I tried it out to see if it would work in this detail section, but it doesn't. So no hashtags yet. Obviously, like on the desktop, there's an ingredient spot you can hit to add in ingredients, supplies or notes. You're going to pick your board that you want it to go to, a schedule date. If you want to schedule it, you can. Tag topics, again, doesn't apply to me, but it applies to most niches. You can add up to 10. I do recommend doing it because it does help with reach. Advanced settings is just going to, if you are working with a brand, like a sponsorship, you'll click on that and then you can add a brand disclosure there. Now I'm either going to click publish, or if I want to save it as a draft, I'm going to click the folder on the lower left-hand corner like this, and it saves it. Now what happens is, if I come back and I'm like, okay, now I want to upload that, I'm going to click on the plus sign again and go to Idea Pin, and it's going to be on the lower right-hand corner where that one is. I can click on it. Here's my draft. They only stay in the draft thing for 30 days now. They expire after 1 month, so you have to publish it before then. But everything you just did in terms of your editing on your pin will be saved. Like if you see, my little sticker is still going to be there. All my wording is going to be there, but you're going to have to reselect your board because that'll go away. The tag topics usually stick around, but just double check before you hit publish. Again, once you publish this, you're going to have to go onto Pinterest through your desktop to add that link like I showed you. And then one more time, your drafts on here will not show up on your desktop, and your desktop drafts will not show up on your mobile app. So that is how you're going to do your idea pins. If you have questions on how to use the mobile app or the desktop, let me know. Once everybody gets access to direct linking, I will update this video.